Hello! I'm gonna talk about my eyebrows finally. Okay, this is gonna kind of fast, like, go through a lot of different motions of the ocean, but I'm gonna talk to you guys about the overall process of getting my eyebrows done. I originally went in to get them microbladed. That is not what I ended up doing. What I actually ended up doing was called a micropigmentation, I believe, which is similar. It's both are semi-permanent type of tattoo, and basically, I guess the reason why I was gonna microblade and then didn't microblade was because the lady was telling me, you know, if you microblade your eyebrows, they're gonna last 1 year. And my eyebrows before were very, very sparse. And with the amount of hair strokes that I would need drawn in, that's a lot of ripping your skin and scar tissue. Now, if these only last, like, if the hair strokes only last a year to a year and a half, and having to do that every year to a year and a half, you're gonna build up a lot of scar tissue on your eyebrows. And then the color's not gonna hold, your eyebrows are gonna go funky shaped, your skin's gonna be a weird shape there, like, everything's gonna get weird there. And when she was telling me this, I didn't think about it, but I was like, oh my god, that is so true. Like, why didn't I think about that? So then she introduced the idea of micropigmentation to me. And I don't really get how it's different, but however they do this, the first time she did it manually, the second time she did it with machine, but when they do the micropigmentation, it lasts 3 to 5 years. With this newer ink, she said she's pretty sure it should last like 4 to 5 years. But 3 years is the minimum that it should last. And to me, it created you know, I don't have the hair strokes, but after coloring in my eyebrows for the last like 5 years, I never had hair strokes with that. So I was kind of like okay with it, because it's not like I went from having eyebrows to none overnight. I'd always had no eyebrows very well. My eyebrows were sparse from over plucking at a young age, anxiety picking as I got older, and that's pretty much it. They just kind of sucked. So yeah, that's why I did the micropigmentation. And here is my first clip as I was going in. Alright, you guys, here are what my brows look like. You can see that they're like they're weird shaped, like when I was young, honestly probably like middle school, early high school, I overplucked them, and so they're just kind of sparse, weird shaped. This one's a lot fuller than this one. They just look weird, right? So that's before. And here was when I met Paige. This is Paige, and she's gonna do my eyebrows, and she seems very knowledgeable, so I don't feel quite as nervous now. And when I got there, basically I'll just lay out how they did it. So I got there and they instantly put numbing cream on my eyebrows. You are numb for it, you don't feel it too much, and she was really good. Like, it's really easy just to add more numbing cream. So if you start to feel it, just tell them and they'll put more on. So they put numbing cream on your eyebrows. And then what she did was she color matched. She asked about the warm, cool. It was really helpful. She said that I haven't really tanned a lot. Like, I haven't fake tanned since I was really young, and I'm just pale. Like, I'm pale. Not gonna change. And so she said that was actually really helpful because it showed the true colors of my skin and like the undertones and everything. So she was able to pick out a color easily based off of that. Oh, so she picked out the perfect color. She like put it on my forehead a few times so I could kind of see, just like painted it on, easy to wash off. But she painted it on so I could see the color. And when we found the right color, she drew them on. She filled them in exactly how I wanted them. And I had brought in pictures and everything to show her what I wanted. And so she truly colored it in with the paint, and we perfected the shape that we wanted. She helped me. She told me, you know, a lot about the degrees of where stuff lays and stuff like that. And so, so she did that. I watched the whole time. She was very good about saying like, okay, I'm putting on my gloves. I'm opening a new, you know, the new needles and stuff like that. It's not quite a needle. It's like the weirdest thing ever that they use to do it. But so then she did that. So then she put on more numbing cream, and I laid back and she started going at it. The first time she did it kind of looked like an X-Acto knife, but the blade on it actually I think has like several different tips, similar to a microblading needle, but I think it's just a little bit different. I tried to ask her and she tried to explain it, but it didn't make sense. So there's a little variation in the needle, or the blade type thing that they use, and it literally just felt like she was going like tweezing. That's what it felt like. It felt like if you were to grab a whole batch of hairs with tweezers and pull them out, that's what it felt like. It wasn't really like uncomfortable or hurt. It was just like, nah, like you could tell she was doing something, but it wasn't painful. But that's what it felt like, and that's what it sounded like. It's just like at your eyebrows again and again and again and again. It was pretty basic, and we kept going through. The first round, your skin doesn't hold the ink as well the first round, and so she told me for sure I'd have to come back for like touch-ups. And so here's what they looked like after that. All right, I am all done. They're very dark. They're going to lighten about 50%. I think I like them. I like the shape. It's crazy going from no brows to a lot of brows. Alright you guys, here's the end of day 1 of my brows. They're very lotioned up. And you are so swollen after. In your first day, they'll go down a lot, and like the swelling and everything. And then the aftercare was just washing them with soap, and I didn't scrub aggressively. I just kind of patted it with soap. Honestly, I was so terrified to mess them up. They weren't cheap. I paid $300 for the micropigmentation. If I would have microbladed, it would have been $4 with this artist. And then I put Aquaphor on them. So about day 4 or 5, I have the videos of it. They started to peel, and I'll walk you through that. All right, it is the morning of day 5. I have mascara right there. I haven't gotten my makeup on or anything yet, but this is how much they've peeled on day 5. So after they were done peeling, they were pretty much healed. There was a lot of, I could see what she was talking about with like needing touch-ups. There were spots where the ink just didn't hold up right. I had like one dot right here, which I accidentally deleted my like healed footage, so I'll just insert a picture and maybe you can see it. But I had like a dot right here that was just really dark and the rest was light. Right here was good. The tail of this one wasn't as dark, so there were spots that needed touched up. And so a month later, I went back and she touched them up. We went over shape again. You know, she had me help her show exactly where I needed fixed in what parts. Like, you have a month to kind of like overanalyze your eyebrows. So, you know, we went through all of that. And same process, numbing cream, everything exactly the same as last time, except for this time, she did change the ink that she was using, so compared to the first time. And I think with the second ink that she preferred to use a electronic machine with it. And so that was kind of weird because it like vibrated your eye, like blah, blah, blah. The healing process the second time around was exactly the same as the first. The second time she did give me a different lotion to use. I don't know what it was. It was just something that she had like in office and she put some in a baggie for me. But here is the finished product. So here's this eyebrow. It's pretty natural. My hairs are a little, I didn't like actively pluck before this, so they're probably a little crazy. Yeah, there's that one, and then there is that one. So they still do look pretty natural to me. It is absolutely beautiful to me to be able to shower. I haven't actually gone swimming, but to shower and eventually go swimming and not worry about what my eyebrows are gonna look after. I was very self-conscious of that, which is part of why I made this decision. No matter what was drawing them in, I was drawing them in as soon as I got out of the shower. Like, I was that self-conscious about it. So it was a big thing for me. I was terrified as flip to get them done, but I'm so happy with how they turned out, and I'm very glad that the artist, she knew a lot of what she was talking about. She showed me so many pictures comparing the microblading to the micropigmentation and everything along those lines. And so yeah, I'm in love with them. It makes getting ready 100 times easier. My eyebrows are consistently the same shape. and the same color, and it is so nice. And you know, if it's 3 to 5 years, so if eyebrow trends change or I get, you know, I get to where I don't like them, you know, in 3 to 5 years, they're gonna be a lot more faint and they'll need touched up again. So there's that. If you guys have any questions, if I forgot anything and you wanna know more, just comment below and let me know, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Goodbye.